What up guys, this is Kelvin and welcome back to my channel where we discuss financial wellness, mindset therapy, and real estate. In today's video, we'll discuss microloans for small businesses, the Small Business Financial Exchange, and bank ratings. You do not want to miss this one, so stay tuned. Hello everyone out there in YouTube land. What's up to all my returning subscribers and viewers? To my new viewers, welcome. Welcome to A La Familia, where we're all about helping each other, growing together, building, all right? That's what it's all about here. My motto is constant progression. So let's spread the wealth so we can elevate together and all be self-paid in the shade. All right, so let's jump right into it. Guys, before you start building business credit, I want you to really take time, take a step back, and try to figure out what your goals are. What is it that you want to achieve? What's going to motivate you to keep going and to keep moving and making progress in your business credit journey? For me, it's my desire to get access to major credit cards and business loans that I can leverage to scale my business and create cash flowing assets that will continue to pay me and my family for as long as I live. For you, it may be scaling your business or buying cars and houses in your business's name. Yes, you can do that. Business credit is all about your business's ability to repay its debt obligations. Business credit is based on your company's ability to repay its credit obligations. With business credit, you can qualify for major credit cards with high limits and crazy reward programs, unsecured credit lines, and large business loans that you can use to create cash flow. You could also buy real estate investment property. You can obtain capital to scale your business. You could even consolidate your personal debt. I mean, the possibilities are endless. Before I dive into the Small Business Financial Exchange, I want to address some of the biggest misconceptions in relation to business credit and your business's ability to qualify for it. Did you know that your company's business credit was born the day you opened your first business checking account? No matter how many years that you've been in business, in the eyes of the lenders, you're only as old as your business's bank account. So yes, this means if you've been in business for 10 years, but you just opened your first business checking account 6 months ago, your business is 6 months old. This is why it's so very important that you set up a bank account and set up your business 100% to where any vendor or any lender will be able to simply verify that your business is legitimate and credible. With that being said, this video will serve as a sequel to the video that you see right up here that I previously made covering the 8 keys to having a legitimate and credible business. So check that out as well. So let me tell you guys a little bit about the Small Business Financial Exchange. The Small Business Financial Exchange is a large network of organizations like banks and other creditors who share information with each other about small businesses. Sort of like a members-only credit reporting agency. The Small Business Financial Exchange reports to Dun & Bradstreet and LexisNexis Risk Solutions. This is important to mention because there are numerous vendors who do not report directly to the big 3 business credit bureaus, but they do report to the Small Business Financial Exchange. So you can still be approved based off of payment history shared within this network of banks and lenders. So try not to get all caught up in all the rumors in relation to vendors that apparently stop reporting directly to the big 3. So as you go along your building business credit journey, there may be a situation or a time where you get a denial based off of your bank rating. So that's why I do want to go ahead and cover your bank rating, because you need to understand that bank rating is going to play a large role in the bank's decision to extend or to not extend money to your business. A bank rating gives lenders an overview of your business's cash flow. It also gives lenders insight into how well you manage your business's expenses and debts on a daily basis. Bank ratings range from nominal, which is technically anything less than 3, all the way up to a 10. So let me give you a few examples of bank ratings. So the first would be nominal, which means your bank account has a balance that is under $99. A high 3, which means your average bank account balance is anywhere between $700 and about $999. A medium 4 means your average balance is around $4,000 to about $6,999. A low 5 bank rating means your balance is anywhere between $10,000 and $19,999. And then just to put things into perspective, a high 6 means your business's average bank balance is anywhere between $700K and about just under $1 million, $999,999. And of course, the higher your bank rating, the better chances you have at being approved for funding. If you haven't already opened a business checking account, you want to make sure that you do choose a bank that is a member of the Small Business Financial Exchange. And remember, the status of your business account will be shared with all the members of the Small Business Financial Exchange. So make sure you always keep a positive bank balance. There's a few questions you want to make sure you ask yourself before choosing a bank. Mainly, what services do they provide? Do they provide microloans? Do they provide CD accounts for small businesses? And what are the monthly maintenance fees? Also keep in mind, once you do choose the bank you're going to roll with, stay with them. Don't switch. The longer you stay with the bank, the better relationship you build, the better lending choices you will have down the road. And here's a bonus tip for you. Opening both a checking account and a savings account, putting money in that savings account, and then keeping a positive balance will surely increase your bank rating. Now let's talk about microloans. So what technically is a microloan? Microloans are designed to help small businesses and startups expand. Microloans typically are around $13,000 on average, but they do cap out at about $50,000. Microloans can be used for inventory, working capital, equipment, or furniture for your business. But microloans cannot be used to pay off any pre-existing debt or to purchase real estate. And most importantly, all microloans will have to require some type of collateral, including, yes, your social security number. Now, of course, there are some cases where you can get a microloan that does not require you to personal guarantee, but in most cases, you will have to PG, which simply means you will have to insure or personal guarantee this debt. In the case that anything goes wrong, you personally will be held liable to pay that debt, not your business. To apply for a microloan, you will want to make sure you do choose a lender who is approved by the SBA. And I will go ahead and drop down below in the description a link of a list of approved lenders who are lending microloans in your state. And then last but certainly not least, I want to address the elephant in the room. Okay. Yes, when building business credit, you do want to try to focus on no PG, easy approval accounts in the beginning when you're in round 2, stacking up those net 30s and net 55s and gas cards, etc., etc. But I do feel like there is some confusion on whether or not you really need to PG or will ever have to PG during this process of building business credit. And I'm here to tell you, yes, you can build business credit without ever using PG, but also double yes, it's much better to have good credit and not need it versus needing good credit and not having it, especially when relying solely on your business credit. And if any of you need help on the personal credit side, I would certainly love to help you with my credit repair business, and I will go ahead and link also down in the description a link where you can go ahead and schedule a free credit consultation to talk to me or someone in the Greenscale Credit family. We would definitely love to help you and get those scores up so you can go ahead and knock down any credit hurdles that may be in your way, stopping you from getting to that bag. Or if you've had the desire to do so, but you just feel like you need a little bit more information, I created 2 ebooks that will serve as a DIY guide to improving your credit scores. If you're someone who has been working on bettering their own personal credit and trying to get those scores up, disputing or not disputing, the first one is called 101 Tips. Improve your credit scores. This ebook is packed with 101 tips and facts that will help you improve your credit scores. The second ebook is called Credit Repair, How to Clean Up Your Credit Report. Both of these books can be found on my website at Greenscale Credit, but I will also drop a link down in the description below. Make sure you check those books out. I really want to help you fix your credit. Now, if you found anything in this video helpful in any kind of way, or if you just like my shirt or my cheetah painting, go ahead and make sure you drop a like and subscribe. I have much more on the way, and you don't want to miss out any of these gems that I will continue to drop. And I really do hope you have a great rest of your morning, afternoon, or night, whatever time of the day it is. And as always, thanks for watching.